speaking really soft because I don't feel too well, and I'm hoping to go lie down and get up and I'm feeling better later. So, you all been monitoring the news, right? Sometimes I feel blessed because there's a person who works with different uh, intimate like meat processors to get us different kind of foods across our county and a little bit out of our county. And I gotta go to them, not this time because I just got paid, but the next pay period, and if they still have it, stock up on elk sausages and buffalo sausage, because that's the primary type of sausage I like now. I mean, of course, it goes without saying that people should cut back on pork, but that's going to depend on what you personally believe. And I definitely eat a little bit of turkey and chicken sausage, but I just prefer the elk and the buffalo sausage. See, y'all see these articles, right? That are about to pop up. It's not that this can't happen to local meat. This is why I'm showing you one with local meat. What's going on with all of these callbacks is a classic example of why you have got to get out and start building intimate relationships with the people in your area that grow fruits and vegetables and things, even canned foods. You'll see this a lot at farmers markets. Like, I don't really buy the jams and jellies anymore. I probably get me one jar of apricot jam. But look here, you got to be careful about these national brands, because what they often do is that they'll sit there and they'll cut corners and cut cost at your expense. This thing with the listeria is bad. One person I read was in the hospital for, I guess, a couple of days and then needed more days for rehabilitation to walk. That's how bad this thing is. And I don't just call out Boar's Head, because let's be real, Boar's Head is not the only time this national meat recall has had to happen. The moral of this story is, because y'all see me, right? I make videos of my apple trees. And next year we're going to start buying strawberry plants and regrowing strawberries. I got to figure out a way to, now that we got rid of our patio stuff, to regrow zucchinis next year. Maybe get one contained container for that. Food, and this is why I did that rest in peace to Morgan Spurlock. Despite the allegations against him and despite what happened, food has to become an intimacy. You've got to start building a relationship with people. So let me give you an example of how I'm practicing what I preach. I was at the farmer's market this past Saturday, right? I'll go again in 2 weeks when I get paid again and get more meat. And I bought meat from like 2 different local farmers. Now I got some red beans and rice from a black family from Louisiana that I didn't know till recently got a restaurant up here. And see, I didn't know that because I don't need to know that, but I do need to know that because them red beans and rice is fire. But I'm getting off topic. 2 or 3 different farms were there. Just meat alone. And I sat there and talked with them and decided to build relationships. And the one guy is, please feel free to contact me. We'll get you more meat. We are a small, intimate farm. We can help you out wherever we can. The year 2025 is going to be the first year that I'm going to make the effort, because most of the chickens are gone for the season. But 2025 will be the first year that I'm making a consolatory effort to get most. I'm not going to say all, because anything can happen in a year. To get most of my meat my chicken from these farms, to have fresh chickens made for me. I'm giving you an example of how I live small batch. I know all of you can't do this, but you need to incorporate it little by little. Sometime this week, I don't know when, my husband and I are going to plan it, but we're going to put our final payment down for half the cow we've bought. Because we bought a half a cow and put a down payment on half of a cow a couple of weeks ago. And then there's something called Kitsap Fresh out here that lets you go and buy meat from local farmers. I'm going to, in 2025, make an effort to shop there more as well. I don't know why I was going and buying cheap stuff from the market. And don't get me wrong, not all the stuff in the grocery store is bad. It's just between having a person who sells quality meat right down the street here, think 6 days a week, having these farmers markets which won't close till like a week before Christmas, and they open in April. Having these local farms, that's where I'd rather get my meat from now on. And 2025 is when I'm going to make the consolidated effort, because we make that much money to do that now. There was a time when we couldn't afford to do it and had to buy the bad processed stuff at the store. I've become more particular with my meat. Even the processes for rinsing meat. And look, I harbor no illusions that half of y'all that's listening to me can go buy half a cow and put it in a deep freezer. I know that's not realistic. But can you at least start learning quick pickling methods and things? Could you at least find cheaper ways to make low-cost breads at home? Because bread you're buying, it's cheaper to buy the flour and make loaves than pay for what they want you to pay for it. This is why when people complain about the price of bread, I don't get that. But anyway, back to the meat. This shouldn't scare y'all into hating meat. It should push you to action, to do what you need to do. Get off this computer and go and form some relationships with some locals and start buying your food locally and eating in season, as we once did growing up. At this point, we don't have a choice, because it's getting nasty out here. When y'all buy your meat and stuff, y'all be careful. And despite what people say, cook it thoroughly. Take care of yourselves. Be careful about what you buy.